How the pirate lost his treasure. Once upon a time there lived a pirate named Donut. He was known in every maritime bay and port for his incredible adventures. Donut encountered all sorts of challenges on the high seas, from poisonous jellyfish and giant squids to the royal fleet. Yet Donut always emerged victorious from these combats, or at least managed to escape. And one day Donut even found a real pirate treasure. So on that day Donut with his crew, consisting of himself and his senior assistant Rogue, set sail with the found treasure to a secluded spot on a deserted island to hide it and to draw a real pirate's treasure map later. However, an unexpected mishap occurred along the way. A day ago, someone accidentally dropped an aquarium of piranhas into the sea. Voracious fish, drawn by the scent of salted meat stored in the ship's hold, chewed through the hull, sending the pirate's schooner to the bottom. Donut and his assistant Rogue found themselves adrift in a cast-iron bathtub resistant to the piranha's bite.
"What do we do, Captain?"
asked Rogue.
"Grab the spoons and paddle to shore,"
commanded Donut, and the pirates got to work. The cast-iron's bathtub's seaworthiness was less than optimal, and spoons proved to be inadequate oars, so the crew only reached the nearest shore after 3 days, hungry and sunburned. On the next day, they simply ate at the first tavern they found. On the second day, they searched for a ship not tainted by the smell of salted meat to avoid a repeat of the piranha incident. The whole third day, they brainstormed names for their new schooner. Donut suggested Soul Rage, while Rogue proposed Sea Sage. Eventually, they compromised on Sausage. Finally rested, the pirates set sail again, scouring the sea for the spot where their previous ship had sunk. Eventually they found the patch of the sea. Donut put a diving bell made from a fish bladder on his head and descended into the water. He searched every nook of his sunken ship, but the treasure was nowhere to be found. It became clear that someone had beaten them to it, so Donut decided to give a chase. This is where Rogue's expertise came in handy. He was adept at tracking the trails of other ships at sea, by the faint traces of bubbles and the wakes of dissipating waves. Donut stood at the helm, steering the ship in the direction indicated by Rogue. Rogue leaned over the bow of the ship, carefully studying the maritime trails. By evening, their pursuit led them to the shore of a deserted island. A small and familiar ship lay at anchor in the bay, and a campfire burned on the shore. Donut and Rogue drew their sabers and leaped ashore, ready to fight for their treasures. By the campfire, they saw merry pirate dwarves drinking mash, singing lively songs out of tune, and brandishing pistols. The chief dwarf pirate sat on a treasure chest swinging his legs, which didn't quite reach the ground.
"Hey, you! Hand over the treasure!"
exclaimed Donut.
"I'm the one who found it!"
"And who might you be?"
asked the chief pirate dwarf.
"I know him,"
said one of the dwarfs.
"This is the famous Donut."
"Captain Donut,"
corrected the pirate.
"How did you even find my treasure at the bottom of the sea?"
"We're dwarfs," replied the leader. "We have a nose for treasure. We've found so much already that we have nowhere to put it."
"Well, then maybe you'll return our treasure, since you already have plenty of gold and gems,"
suggested Donut.
"And then we won't have to fight,"
added Rogue.
"Well, the idea is good,"
The dwarf chief scratched his beard.
"But I have one condition. We dwarves do have a lot of treasure indeed, but we absolutely cannot sing beautifully. We have no ear for music.
And I've heard that the famous Captain Donut sings pirate songs excellently.
So how about you sing us a pirate song and we'll return everything to you?"
Donut and Rogue exchanged surprised glances. Singing was something they could do for free. They loved it so much. And so the pirates collectively launched into the most famous pirate song, 15 men on a dead man's chest, yo-ho-ho, and a bottle of rum. And they sang so well that the dwarves immediately returned Donut's treasure, added some more treasures on top, and treated them to delicious mash. Donut and Rogue decided to stay in such a merry company and sing them a couple more songs.